What's up everyone, and welcome back to Classic Reviews, where I review movies old or from the 80s or 90s or crap or a long time ago. This time we're going to do a review of Child's Play 1 from 1988. So I'll do all of the Child's Play movies 1, 2, 3, and Bride and Seed of Chucky in celebration of the new installment of the Child's Play series called Curse of Chucky. Now I'm really excited for Curse of Chucky because there's an announcement that I saw on Wikipedia that they're going to be doing a sequel instead of a reboot, and because they're not really ready for a reboot yet, so instead of a reboot they did 6 installments inside the Child's Play series. That's why I'm reviewing this film. So Child's Play 1 is directed by Tom Holland. It stars Alex Vincent, young Alex Vincent as Andy, Brad Dourif as the voice of Chucky, Catherine Hicks, who plays the mother of Andy, and Chris Sarandon, who plays a detective, Detective Mike Norris, which is his real name. Now the plot is very simple, and that's what I want to do. Say the plot one more time. It's all about this serial killer, or who is also known as the Lakeshore Strangler, Charles Lee Ray, or Chucky, which is his nickname, and Charles Lee Ray, his real name, is gunned down by Detective Mike Norris, who is played by Chris Sarandon. And he goes to this toy store and shot down and transfers his soul using a voodoo ritual or something, and into a good guy doll, and names him Chucky. Now Catherine Hicks' character, Karen Barclay, the mother of Andy, who is played by Alex Vincent, wants to have a good guy doll for his birthday, which Andrew is turning 6 years old, and he wants a good guy doll because he knows he wants good guys a lot. So his mother, Karen Barclay, who is played by Catherine Hicks, goes out of the apartment and then gets us a good guy doll from the street peddler from her friend, Aunt, what's her name again? Maggie, Aunt Maggie from the street peddler, which exactly is the same doll in the burn-up toy store, which Charles Lee Ray transfers his soul into. And strange things start happening when Aunt Maggie slips and falls out of the apartment window, and Andy believes that his doll Chucky is supposed to be the fault of the murders, of brutal murders, and no one believes him. His mother doesn't believe him earlier in this movie, but later on, when Catherine Hicks goes to, when these batteries fell out of the box, and she realizes that the doll has been talking for days without any batteries in him, and then she threatens to throw Chucky in the fire, and Chucky comes to life in her hands and bites her and runs out of the apartment. And when there's this one scene where this Detective Mike Norris goes into his car driving home to get some sleep, and then Chucky attempts to strangle him, and then his car was blown up or messed up, and he got damaged and hurt by the doll. And now they believe that Andy was true, that the doll Chucky, his real name is Charles Lee Ray, the same man, the same killer who Detective Mike Norris killed last night. Of course, this movie was one of my favorite horror movies, and this started my entire love for horror movies. This movie is my first favorite horror film. Chucky is one of the best characters in horror movies history I ever seen. He's better than Jason. He's better than Freddy Krueger, better than Michael Myers, better than Leatherface, Norman Bates, all of the killer dolls. And the whole killer doll concept is really cool. I love how they created Chucky in a really gruesome way. Brad Dourif did a really terrific job voicing and acting for the Charles Lee Ray or Chucky, he did it really well. And Alex Vincent, wow, he was terrific too in this movie. And Catherine Hicks also, who played the mother of Alex Vincent's character, Andy, who also did a really good job. And the rest of the cast, awesome performance. The director was so cool. I liked the special effects, great stunts. I really like the doll, Chucky. And this is my favorite